Yeah, pretty much. Breaking, yeah. So Ozzy passed away yesterday. Or was it 2 days ago? No, it was 2 days ago. He passed away 2 days ago at 76 years old, which, again, I'm not too familiar with Ozzy, but I have seen things here and there. I think I've seen him in a few of these, I want to say, shows as guest appearances, interviews. Guy seemed pretty damn cool and pretty respectable too. I want to say he may have been on like some old radio shows too, like maybe Howard Stone. He was there like once or twice, a few times maybe. I'm forgetting, but I've seen him here and there, talking about his life, talking about the band he was a part of, talking about his music, talking about the scandals he's had before, talking about the bat eating stuff. So yeah, that one was sad to hear because even I've heard about Ozzy, and this guy's nowhere even near like the things that I focus on as a person. So that was crazy. And rest in peace for all those that really appreciated Ozzy's work and what he's done. But what's really shocking to me, as someone that was a die wrestling fan for a very long time, I would say in the past 15 years I've stopped really going to wrestling. I'll probably say because I was really big into TNA Wrestling. I was big into WWE, I was big into TNA, I was big into Ring of Honor for some period of time. And then after TNA kind of went down the shitter, after they started getting Tommy Dreamer and Sabu and all the old guys that left WWE, and they got him to TNA, and then you got Ric Flair, I kind of like fell off that. Christian Cage was there for a minute, and then he bounced. Hulk Hogan was there for TNA for a minute too, and then he bounced as well. So I was huge into TNA because I thought TNA had a really nice thing going on there with the Octagon. It was so fucking cool. With the high flyer scene they got with the Japanese guys that came into, like, TNA Wrestling was my shit. Like, it was my apex of wrestling fandom. I was there every Spike, Thursday night on Spikes, TNA. Oh, I was there. They had like some of the greatest wrestlers that we see in WWE now were in TNA. So talking about AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. I don't know what happened to Christopher Daniels, the fallen one, but like there were so many great wrestlers in WWE today were in TNA. A lot of the guys that left WWE came to TNA, got a really big boost from TNA because TNA was hot, and WWE was not even close. For I would say the early 2010s, fucking WWE sucked massively. I think because John Cena had a title for damn too long. But Hulk Hogan was there for TNA too for a while too, and he was good. But I felt like him and Ric Flair bringing back the old feuds in TNA, I thought was a bit eh. That being said, Hulk Hogan passing away. You can see it right here, can't you? Yeah. Marlon, Pack Watch, Rib Bozo, rest in piss. You won't be missed. Hitler died. Rip the both of them. True, but let me guess. I'll go to comments. You are vile. Add Randy Savage in the image. Did Hogan get lost? Yeah. Funeral foot be so good. You see? Hulk Hogan's passing is way more controversial than Ozzy's passing. Because, everyone knows. Well, not everyone. I forgot what year it was, but there was years ago. I'm pretty sure you can find it, too. I'm pretty sure, like, someone has maybe even, like, quoted it somewhere down here. Yeah. Wow. When Hogan gets to heaven and meets Black Jesus, Hogan, even though he is like fucking legendary in so many respects, he also has these giga scandals. The biggest one was, I think, his daughter was hanging out. His daughter, I think it was his daughter, was going out with the black guy. And then he was complaining about how the black guy, he said some shit like the black guy needs to be over 7 feet tall, NBA player. Kept on dropping the N-bomb, like N-bomb this, N-bomb that, all right? With a hard ER. A hard ER. Was that 2007? Yeah, Hulk Hogan. And then he got a lot of his shit jacked. And then he sued for that. I don't know if he won or not the case. Or was it, did he, no, I think he sued. Was it Times Magazine? Let me see. Let me just look it up. Hulk Hogan lawsuit. It was Gawker. Yeah, he sued Gawker for like getting some sort of they got some sort of inside sex tape. Yeah, that's what it was, bro. Yeah, so he had the racist shit that happened in 2007. Then he had a crazy sex tape. Hulk Hogan's sex tape lawsuit had a lasting effect on cases involving celebrity. Yeah. He won the sex tape case. Yeah, but he had a sex tape to begin with. Like Ozzy had, I think maybe a scandal, but I don't think Ozzy had like any real major scandals. I think the most things people recognize Ozzy Osbourne for is that's like controversial is him eating the face of a bat. That's really it. Hogan has like genuine scandals. He has the racist scandal. He has the sex tape scandal. He has the Gawker lawsuit that he did win. But you know, Hogan's all over the place. So it's like, as a wrestling fan, at least ex-wrestling fan, even to this day, though, I still appreciate what he's done in the ring. Like, his work for the ring is legendary. And so many wrestlers, like there's this one really touching scene of Hulk Hogan signing t-shirts or autographs. And then one kid, like a small kid, like I want to say a 6 or 7 year old kid, comes up to Hulk Hogan and he starts like reciting Hogan, or he starts doing a whole Hogan speech. And even like rips his shirt off. And it's like a really cool thing to see someone that young really copy Hulk Hogan and just show like the influence that he had over like entertainment. Hogan was an icon among icons in entertainment. He was phenomenal. He was, I mean, in many sense, I'll say he was better than probably, you know what? No, I don't compare the two. The idea is that Hulk Hogan he's such a role model in that industry, in that scene. And then he has these giga scandals, man. It's like, I feel like when Tiger Woods passes, right, he'll be remembered for, I think, the golfer that he was and how stupendous he was. His scandals, I don't think, are going to stick to him the same way Hulk Hogan's scandals stick to him, particularly the racist ones. Because the racist ones are going to stick with you potentially for life. Like gum on the bottom of your shoe. Like they're going to stick there. Yeah, cardiac arrest. I talked to kids about that when I was streaming earlier today too, when we played Marvel Rivals. Apparently it was cardiac arrest. The idea is that Hulk Hogan, you know, I don't know how he lived afterwards in terms of his body, his conditioning, but even though wrestling is fake, these guys are still doing a fuck ton of work and damage to their bodies. They're doing a lot of damage to their bodies, whether it be the work hours and how much they're traveling and how else do they get, whether it's the actual in-ring stunts that they're doing. Sometimes they go awry, they get brutally hurt. And also a lot of these guys are bigger too. Like Hulk Hogan, I think, how tall is Hulk Hogan? He's like 6'8" or something. I said size, not fucking bank account, you fucking half-wits. Okay, you know what? Wait, hold on, it's right here. No, I lied to you. Yeah, he's 6'7". Hulk Hogan's 6'7", doing all sorts of aerial stunts. And keep in mind that Hogan, he's done this as far as like 15 or 12 years ago. Like he was at TNA in the late 2010s. I mean, in the early 2010s, late 2000s, doing stunts. So that was 15 or like 16 years ago he was doing this shit. Like Hogan, up until like his late 50s, early 60s, he was doing activities that and mind you, I don't know how he was conditioned. Like, was he doing a LeBron James conditioning where he was eating the best food in tip-top shape, going through all sorts of regimens? Probably not. But Hogan, I think his heart just gave out ultimately. His heart just gave out given all the damage he's accumulated over the course of his career. But he goes out as an icon, a phenom. He goes out as one of the best ever to ever do it in the ring. But he also goes out as one of the most controversial figures we've ever seen in history. All right? Particularly in entertainment. well, maybe not one of the most, but he's in the top bracket, to put it like that. Okay, a monster in his field and a monster outside the field. Fuck. Okay.